Hey folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy IV Dawntrail. We are in Heritage Bound, and let's just talk with speed. On the cloud. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friends will have also returned by now. My thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come and visit us anytime. Do you hear that?
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
I'm glad you could make it.
Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you.
We're here, Namikka. Everything is going to be all right. What's the matter, dear?
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namikka.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Namikka, it's me! Wuklamat!
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namikka, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on, in us.
Living on in memory. The Giants share a similar belief.
Wait! Where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden. I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namikka, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a void gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm. The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's innocuous influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sven's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
But of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder. Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs. Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zeraljar resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zeraljar do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zorolja's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty. Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I am afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep, anyway. Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namikka these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namikka? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud. Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
And that makes me think Alize. That's very unsettling. What's going on? How could Pipone suddenly forget about Namikka? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing have happened to the others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namikka in the area. We can reconvene afterwards at the Aetheryte. Okay. Do some inquiries. Are you up or down? Or down? Got it. An old woman named Namikka? I'm afraid I don't know that person. Sorry, couldn't be of help. What's this? Do I know a Namikka? I've never met anyone by the name, and I've worked at the Outskirts for a good while now. She spent time here, I would remember. settling. You are down, aren't you? No, you're in. You're inside. I know how doors work. I do recall caring for someone until recently, and you say it was a woman named Namikka? Well, I can't say for certain if it was her. I won't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. Oh, it was the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namikka. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a sort of ether corresponding to the act too, and I've sensed none in the moment. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Pepone seemingly forgot, a light in the device on his head began to blink. Could there be a connection? Someone also said something about soul cells? But who might we ask about this? If we continued making such inquiries, I expect we would only cause confusion. Indeed, if we can't readily solve the mystery about Namikka, perhaps we could search for Kakiwa instead? Sveen said to try the Thunder Yards. It should be in this direction. Eh? Impossible! Another kind of mechanical soldier? It looks dangerous. We better destroy it. Ah! Should we give chase? I think in the rest of their words, it might be worth asking it some questions. Aaronville, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing. I'm fine. Well, it went off in the direction we're headed anyway, so let's try to track it down. Got a destination coming up. And we're surveying. I mean, there's people back there. You found it? The northeast, and it must be bound for the mines. Come on then. It could well be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. Ah yes, there's a hunt spawn point around here. Nothing here right now, though. Oh, wrong job. I heard faint voices coming from inside. I was not alone, but we're still going in. Of course. This may be a trap. Be ready for a fight, everyone. They changed jobs. Okay, we're good. I didn't think it went to cutscene right away. Okay. Now we change jobs. But before we... Oh, it's literally right there. There's an aether current here! I'm like, I know there's an aether current here. And I ran in here before the story took me here. Because I was like, oh no, there's a current up here. And then it was right here, so... Ariana. Speak with Arabelle. I can hear them. Several people ahead. Up ahead. I can't make out their conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going. Stay on your guard.
What is this?
Aaronville!
A trap?
It really is you!
Huh?
Who?
I just have to get a look at you in the light. And I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Olympia!
My darling, what now?
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
Fussy little bun?
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galoo Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face! Eleanor was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope?
I can't say that I do, but you know my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
I'm sorry?
Oh, but this won't do. Come in! Friends of my Eleanor are always welcome.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place. How are things still getting stranger?
How good the music was in this particular section. Anyway, as far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think of few people in the world quite so spirited. As to what's happened, we'll need to ask her. Gone and forgotten. Let's hear what she has to say. It's so wonderful to meet you all! And the students of Baldessian, it's been a while since I heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body I can control remotely. I use this for our operations. We're members of a resistance organization, Oblivion, we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zorolja's ambitions for conquest. As the leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found. I see. Whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are. Truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is... As I expect you've already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Then, does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zorolja. But we failed to do that, and now he's taken his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your heads. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electro technology, and that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operations. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is the regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expends a soul to bring them back to life. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packaged in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life forces lost due to sudden death, such as in accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Souls is a common resource in payment for services rendered. The voicent practice of consuming others for their ether comes to mind, and similarly I expect that the act comes with some risk. Doesn't it dilute your sense of self? That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulars also play a role. Memory management? Then the reason everyone's forgotten Namikka's existence. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearers, so if they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulars are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being is the regulars forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people of Everkeep's core system so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. So this is what is meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of regulars and an integral step in soul cell production. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. The result is a fresh soul cell free of impurities ready for distribution and consumption. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. And this is why people are happy here? On the surface it seems it's similar to the Yakoi philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, this system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could so that the nation could endure. I understand what the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that Tirali would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory, and the people have always been free to go without them if they so wish. She did strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've already met? She was the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Soralja. I feel kind of her to point you in my direction and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motive, she has given the people a choice. Live with the risk of true death or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must someday die. That is the natural order of things. Quite right, but however I feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out. kind of music here? Well, I guess before we go see with Kakiwa again, you know, they're about to start, that person's about to start work. What do you say we call it here? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to toss a like, comment, subscribe, click the little bell for notifications maybe. Also consider checking out the description for various links, social media, Discord, come hang out. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out.